Number 10. P-8A Poseidon at $33 billion. The P-8A Poseidon is intended to be a surveillance plane, which is why it comes with some of the latest sensors. However, it comes with weapons such as mines, missiles, and torpedoes as well, so much so that it actually had to get its wings changed in order to support all of that weight. Number 9. CVN-78 class aircraft carrier at a cost of $9.8 billion. A single CVN-78 class aircraft carrier is the single most expensive military weapon to exist in the world, though its low numbers mean that it has cost no more than $34 billion so far. Given its name, it should come as no surprise to learn that this is the aircraft carrier of the future, with each one measuring around 4.5 acres and weighing more than 100,000 tons. This will enable it to field 75 aircraft, though it should be noted that it has evolved Sea Sparrow missiles as well. Number 8. Joint Mine Resistant Ambush Protected Vehicle. So far, the Joint Mine Resistant Ambush Protected Vehicle has filled an important role in the U.S. military in exchange for $41.6 billion. Like its name suggests, it is not just bulletproof, but also protected from the explosion of roadside bombs, meaning that it was an important tool in both Afghanistan and Iraq. With that said, it is interesting to note that there is a wide range of such vehicles for a wide range of missions, though all of them share a V-shaped design, which is well suited for enduring explosions. Number 7. Trident II missile. The Trident II missile sees use in both the U.S. Navy and the British Navy. In brief, it is classified as an SLBM, meaning that it is a ballistic missile that is launched at its intended target from a submarine, with the result that it can move up to 13,000 miles per hour. It has never been used, and assuming that things go well, it will never be used because it is armed with nuclear warheads. At one point, a conventional version was proposed, but that never went through because most sensors have serious difficulties distinguishing a nuclear ballistic missile from a conventional ballistic missile. Combined, the two navies have spent $53.2 billion on the missile system so far. Number 6. V-22 Osprey. People should be able to recognize the V-22 Osprey based on its unmistakable profile, which can be attributed to the fact that it is capable of short takeoffs and landings, as well as vertical takeoffs and landings. Combined, these capabilities empower it to operate in a wide range of environments, which is important because it is supposed to be a long-range transport with the best characteristics of both helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft. So far, the V-22 Osprey has cost $57.8 billion. Number 5. F/A-18EF Super Hornet. The Super Hornet is an update to the Hornet that is intended for long-term use, so much so that it is expected to continue seeing use even once its successor, the F-35, starts seeing use. Most examples are being used by the Navy, which means that most of them are stationed on aircraft carriers. Each Super Hornet comes with a 20mm gun that is meant to see use in emergencies, as well as a full arsenal encompassing air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, and even laser-guided bombs. Number 4. F-22 Raptor. In total, the F-22 Raptor costs $79.2 billion, which is appropriate, considering that it is a state-of-the-air stealth fighter. As a result, it should come as no surprise to learn that it has 2 short-range air-to-air missiles and 6 medium-range air-to-air missiles, which are supposed to enable it to blast its opponents out of the air before they can even notice its presence. However, it is interesting to note that it carries bombs as well, so that it can perform in other missions as well. Number 3. Virginia-class submarine. Despite being a less expensive counterpart to the Seawolf-class submarine, the Virginia-class submarine cost $83.7 billion. In brief, it is a nuclear-powered attack submarine meant to serve in littoral waters, as well as the open ocean. As a result, it comes with a wide range of weapons, which include but are not limited to mines, torpedoes, and even Tomahawk missiles. Number 2. Arleigh Burke DDG-51 Destroyer. A single Arleigh Burke costs $1.843 billion, while all of the Arleigh Burkes in existence have cost about $101.8 billion. Like other destroyers, it is a small but fast and maneuverable warship, intended to protect bigger ships from short-ranged attackers, but it is interesting in that it makes extensive use of guided missiles. Said weapons range from anti-aircraft missiles and anti-surface missiles to Tomahawk missiles that can be used for strategic purposes. Of course, the Arleigh Burke is also armed with other equipment such as torpedoes, 5-inch guns, and mine detectors, thus enabling it to serve in an even wider range of roles. Number 1. F-35 Lightning II. The F-35 has become infamous for its ever-rising cost, which is expected to reach an estimated $1.5 trillion over the estimated 5.5 decades of its useful lifespan. In part, this is because it has spent more than a decade and a half in a development, thus racking up year after year of development costs. However, it should be noted that this is because the F-35 is expected to be able to fulfill a number of roles, with examples ranging from the F-35A, which will use standard takeoff and landing, to the F-35B, which will use short takeoff and vertical landing, and the F-35C, which will use takeoff and landing, suitable for use on an aircraft carrier. It remains to be seen whether the F-35's stealth, superior sensors, and supersonic speed will enable it to live up to its reputation as the best fighter, but what is known that a single plane will cost at least $100 million. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.